Hi everyone, it's Carol from the Crafty Emporium again, and happy Halloween to you all. So on this Halloween Eve I am bringing to you my Calico Collage Halloween project using the digital kit Hallowed Gothic. So we're going to go straight into going through the journal. So on the front cover I've put a big brass key and a lock, and I've hand dyed some seam binding, and then on the back there is a pussycat tag and a little filigree brass decoration piece. So the key just slots through the ribbon there and comes away. So basically you've just got a loop of the seam binding and it just slots through the loop. Again, on the front cover what we've got here is a part of the kit, and I've added some coffee dyed lace, the term Hallowed Gothic, and then in the front there's a skull, and I've actually put some glossy accents on the eyes, and here there's a tag with a raven on with Edgar Allan Poe, and I've put some glossy accent on the eye of the crow as well, so that there's a little bit of a glimmer there. I've done some corner punching here on this card, and then when we open it up, just move that out of the way, so that we've got Armina Vixen of the Moon Temple Coven is on the inside cover, and she is a pocket, and inside the pocket are some pages from a spell book that I'd got, magic by numbers and colours of magic and the cycles of the moon. So that's in Armina's pocket there. Put that away later. And there's a skull key here. I put some glittery green rickrack as well down there. Here I've done on one of the pages one of the ghost pockets, so this is from the page and then I've ripped it out to form a pocket. And you'll notice as well on each of the corners I've put one of these silver cobwebs on each of the corners. It just helps to protect the corners a little. But I've made a pocket here, and inside the pocket there's a skeleton booklet and some hand-dyed paper. I think it was it elderberries? No. Yeah, I think it was elderberries I did that dyed paper with. So this is part of the lined paper that comes in the kit. And then here, this is the greaseproof paper that I dye my coffee dyed papers on in the oven, and this is what's left over, and some of them are really lovely, so I decided to keep some to use for pockets. There's a card from the kit. There's another journaling card from the kit. Here I've done a belly band, and I've decorated it with the green rickrack again, and in the belly band there's another journaling card of a skull. And here I scrunched up one of the pages out of the spell book to make it look a little bit sort of old and tattered and torn, but that's the magic signs and symbols. And then there's some black lace on some of the edges of some of the papers, and I've put a little bulb pin and hanging off it a golden dagger bead as well. It's the lined paper from the kit. Here, this is a picture of Edgar Allan Poe again with the raven, and then this was a symbol that's printed onto the page, and I put some glossy accents on it to sort of just highlight it a bit. I cut out one of the moths from the kit and attached it so it makes a little bit of a tuck spot. And this is some more of the lined paper that I've just wrapped up with the seam binding, and these are some parts of the book from the Raven in there. And I put glossy accents on the body of the moth as well to make it just a touch more dimensional. Here there's some more journaling cards, and then I've paper clipped this bit in to just prevent it from falling, but this folds out this way, and so therefore it will fold out that way to give more journaling space. When you fold it out this way, this part's stuck on so that it forms a pocket here, which is what the journaling cards were sitting inside. Just paper clip that back in place, and then the cards just sit in there. Here I've done some banners from some of the papers, and I've also stuck on some spiders as well, and they're creating, I don't know whether you'll be able to see it now in this light, but there's some little white dots on there creating their trail that they've taken. This little pouch here has got a key on it, and that slips underneath the threads that tie it up. That unravels, and inside put a little tuck spot in there, and inside of there there's a little teeny tiny book, so that just sits inside of there, and then that just wraps round, and the key just tucks underneath the threads. Here I've created another little ghost pocket, and there's a witch here with a cat, and I've just put some glossy accents on the eyes of the cat again to just make them pop out a little bit. There's a file folder in the kit as well, and when you open it up I've just put some journaling cards in there for you to write on. Here's a little spare bit of paper that was left over, made into a little booklet, and then I've made a tag here, but I've also made it so that there's a little pocket on the side there as well. On this page here, this is one of the pages from the kit, and I've attached it to make a pocket, and inside I've put some more of the elderberries, dyed paper, which then opens up, and I've folded it up to form the envelope shape, and then I've put another tag in, and then on the back there's a pocket and some spare bit of paper tucked into the pocket, and then this flips up so that you can journal on the inside of the pocket. And some more spiders. This is another page from the spell book that I've got. It's an old English spell to bring luck and success in a business venture. And then inside the pocket there, I've made another little booklet. That's a tuck spot. And I've just done ripped pages to make it look a little bit old, and then there's a pocket there on the back as well. So this is the centre of the signature, and I've put some little tickets on the ends of the strings there about trick or treating. But you'll notice that there's pockets here on each side, and there's a journaling card, and there's some paper which is folded up, another journaling card, and a tag that I made from the kit as well. And then if I remove those, you can see the whole page. To try and imagine those not there. So that what I did was I did the ghost pocket effect again, so that I printed the page twice and cut that part out to make a pocket, and cut that part out to make a pocket, so that when you stick it on, it looks like the whole page as it was originally printed in the first place. So when you look at it, you can't actually tell that there's any tuck spots in there until obviously you put all these back in situ. So you could, if you wanted, actually not put those in place and actually put things in there that are then hidden, so that nobody knows that they're there. This here is half of that page there, that centre page. There was this skull in the centre, so I cut it out, and that's half of it, so that that flips, and there's writing lines on that side as well. So plenty of room for journaling in here. This little thing here was part of the kit as well, so I made that into a belly band, put some more spiders on, some more of the elderberry paper, and then this was a tag that I made, and I think that this actually is Ron Weasley when he was little boy. Bless him, look at him in his little shorts. On this side here, I've got a paper clip holding an envelope in place, and this envelope is in the kit, and inside I've put some lined paper for writing on, and then there's a tag that I just attached underneath the envelope flap, which is also being held in place by the paper clip. This here, I think that this one is actually my favourite page, because I'd been looking at the coffin tags which were part of the kit, and I wanted to do something a little bit more with them than just using them as tags. So if I just turn it around, you can maybe see the images a lot better. So I did some stenciling on the background, and then I put little brads on the edge of the coffin shaped tags, so that they look like they're handles, but they're actually magnetized, so that they actually flip up, so that you can journal inside of there. And that one, and that one. But not only that, they always say that you take secrets to the grave. Well, tucked behind each of the coffins is a piece of folded paper, so that you can write some secrets on there and tuck them behind each of the coffins, so that you can write your own little secret bits and pieces and put those behind there. On this page, I used one of the pages from the kit that I'd got left over, and I did that as a flip up with writing lines on the back, and then I cut out one of the skulls and stuck it on the bottom of the page, so that it now acts as a tuck spot for another page that I'd got left over, but the flip up hides that. And here I've done one of the journaling cards I've done as a pocket, and in there there's some more pages from the spell book that I've got. I think I love these. I like Baroque, which is a style of design, and these remind me very much of a Baroque style. So I like that page. That's one of my favourite pages in terms of design. Some lined paper. Here again, let's remove that paper clip, which is for the next page. But it's also just holding this as well, which is also a flip out, so that you can write on there as well. And then that was the other half of that skull circle that I'd cut out, so that's now acting as a tuck, very similar to when we do doily tucks. And in there there's a sheet of, oh, I don't know what's happened there. Oh, I'm gonna have to replace that. Oh, ruined my paper. Oh, I'll replace that then. Oh, anyway, inside of there is a ruined piece of paper which I will replace, and then that's just held in place with a paper clip. Some more of that paper from when I do my coffee dine in the oven, and it doesn't stick very well with glue, and so what I've done is I've stapled it in place so it forms a bit of a pocket, and then there's some paper in there, and then the last page from the kit. And this is another card. This is Briar Graham of the Spiral Tree Coven. There's a key on there, and then this is a pocket on the back page, and inside is the Book of Spells Vintage Edition, and it looks like it's an embossed witch flying there, and two witches over their cauldron cooking away, and I've made it into a little booklet. And so that's in there, and then to the back cover again. And that's my Hallowed Gothic journal. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Don't eat too much candy. Bye.